Never stop, I'll get it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top.
Yo, no, I ain't the type to give up. If I do something, man, I do it till I get what I want. I turn a business out of nothing into something I love. I got a poker face, but honestly, I'm not one to bluff. I flip a switch, never miss, man, I always stay up. Don't let them see you, bitch, always have a plan to stay tough. This life ahead of you ain't easy, it was built to be rough. But that's what makes a personality, is tragedy, bruh. So keep your head on your shoulders. Now we ain't out here moving rocks, we out here moving boulders. Now we ain't getting posterized, we out here making posters. And we ain't got nothing to hide, we move forward like soldiers. You better wake up for the pay stub or you'll pay up. Don't make love to the game, bruh, fuck the game up. Change up, rearrange stuff to your greatness. Same us for the way up, play the game, bruh.
Never stop, I'll get it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top, yeah.
Welcome everyone to the show. I am your host, Don Vic. What's up? What's up? You already know the vibes. We in the building, baby. This is the place where you find new faces, new talent, and upcoming stars all the time here live on the show. So today we got a special guest coming on the show. I'm excited to talk to my man, Vin Muoio. He is an actor, and he's been in films like Sleeper, Skate to Hell, Article 92, and Magical Mystery. So we'll be talking to him about these films that he played in, and some other things that I want to talk to him about. But first, before I bring him on the panel, I want to thank everybody that tunes in on the show. I appreciate that. Facebook, YouTube, and everyone around the world that tunes in. Thank you so much. Appreciate you guys. So right now, I want to bring in Vin Muoio and talk to him and find out exactly what he got going on today. All right, folks. So please welcome Vin to the show. Vin!
Hi, Victor.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
You messing up Boston? Are we coming in now? Let's get it. Let's get it.
We're coming in with like soldiers.
That's right. You the master. You're the big celebrity on the show right now. I'm just hanging out, man. Here we are. It's your show, baby.
Yes. So Vin, where are you actually from? Are you from New York, like LA, Vegas?
Well, if I told you that,
Okay, you from the surrounding areas. You from the surrounding areas.
I didn't answer the question yet. Okay. I think it's from New York. I'll say New York.
Okay, New York. Big shout out to New York City. I'm actually wearing a New York City shirt today.
Oh, I see that. I have my lavender shirt on for town. I have my lavender shirt on.
Right. So
I'm ahead of the game for Easter next year. What's up? Yeah.
So tell me how it all began for you. How did you get into the acting field?
You look smashing, Victor. You look ravishing. Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yes, sir. I'm liking the shades. Can I put mine on too? Can we both?
Yeah. Of course you can. Of course you can.
Get up. I don't want to get up and go get them. I have to text somebody. Get some shades. Well, I think when I was 17 or 16, 17, there was this Mickey Mouse little bullshit buildings around and people would do plays, Yeah. So I just threw myself into a play. Just like at some little stage somewhere, a local theater. I threw myself in there. I don't know how I found myself in there, but I found myself in there. And I've been interviewed a few times already. Good old Vic, like this month, the last month. I always forget to talk about this, but the play was called The Handyman.
Oh, The Handyman. Okay.
Right. And I get shot on the stage. I get shot,
Oh, wow.
The husband comes home and finds the handyman fixing the plumbing with the that was and he shoots me and I die. He found me with I was the handy guy. Evidently, I was they made me the handyman, and that's it. I got hooked up with the wife, and the guy came home, the husband, and shot me, and that was it. But so that's true. So I did some of that stuff, but not much. I went right into the academy over here on Madison Avenue.
Right.
The academy,
Mhm.
on Madison, and then I would spend time there. Yeah, the Dramatic
Yeah.
Arts Academy.
Was this something that was this something that you wanted to do as a young
Right
man?
out of well, I didn't want to do it. It's just what I was doing. This is where I was going. Like I didn't say, you know what, I want to be, in movies, blah, blah, blah. I was just going that way. I was just going for it. I didn't know if what I wanted or didn't want, but I was going that way. And when you propel yourself to wherever you're going, it's kind of like it was a natural thing for me. I just went for it.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Years ago, but I've been out of the business for like decades. But I come back in, it's like lightning. But I remember when I pulled up to the academy there on Madison, right?
Mhm.
A limousine took me up to the school, the school.
Yeah.
So I got out of a limousine there. And right away, there was like some people there, like filming other people with cameras standing outside the school. That's the start of the semester, whatever they call it. And I just started talking to them there, and then I said, look, I got to get to class. I was there to go to, and then we had a blast. There was a lot of pretty wild curriculum stuff going on over there. Everything from they taught us how to do ballet steps, for everything
Yeah.
from to stretching to ballet moves to acting. But I was just pretty much there to have a good time.
What did you find was the difficult for you getting into this industry? What was the difficult? What did you find difficult?
Well, it was a while ago when I started getting into it, so I didn't really find it that difficult because Vic, I found some Italian guy around the corner from one of the movie studio buildings, Paramount. He's right there on Broadway and 74th, whatever the hell street. So
Right.
I found this Italian guy, and I didn't know much about him, but I knocked on his door, and his door was able to be opened. He had this little room on the 10th floor, whatever it was, and it was this little rectangle room. You walk in, and there he's sitting there with a bunch of photos on his desk and looking through stuff, right? And as soon as you walk in, though, there was always somebody sitting right at the desk right at the front door, blocking, his blocker, like kid there saying, "What are you doing here? Who the hell are you?" But when we picked each other up, mwah, I give you some kisses too. Someone's sending you a happy Mother's Day, Victor. By the way.
Yeah, that's actually Rhonda.
Yeah, that's Rhonda Stansberry.
Stansberry, yes.
Hi, Rhonda. Love you. She's great. She's awesome.
Yes.
I might
Yeah.
do some duet singing with her this year. I've had time. We're gonna maybe do some recording.
Oh.
So anyway, you get past the blocker, and then I got to know this fellow, Michael Amato, right? Amato. And as I said on another interview I did last week, he just had this little rectangular room, but he had a lot of photos on a wall in frames. D'Amato and all these senators, and all these actors and actresses. Everybody who was anyone was on his wall. And, love you, Michael, good luck. Love you, Mike, good luck. Love you, good luck. All over the walls. Everybody, any name that you would know at that time that was older than me and already in the business, he already put them through and knew them all or whatever nonsense. He was like the guy.
Right.
So but he just shot me through, and that was that. And I wound up meeting some people, and then they introduce you to someone else, and they tell two friends, and then they introduce you to someone else. And I got all the way to Geffen Management in the city on the west side, and I was submitted for Die Hard with Bruce Willis, and I was also submitted for Dusk Till Dawn with George, whatever, Clooney, some people, whoever was in them, I don't really know. But because they had asked me early on when I met some casting people who were pretty heavy duty casting people, really heavy casting people, really deep into the business. They asked me what I wanted to do, TV or film or this, that. I said, I want to film. And they were like, okay, yeah. So eventually I did some work in California, back to New York. I did some recording with Kim Fields and her mom, Chip Fields, in the recording studio out there at Beverly Hills. Did some singing on a gospel album with children. I did some other work with some other folks out there. It was nice. We had Buddy Ebsen's ex-wife at the time, and I'm going back a few years. But Buddy Ebsen's ex-wife joined us for a nice traveling play in Laguna Beach, pretty close to Betty Davis's house or whatever, Laguna. Yeah. We had a blast doing that murder mystery play out there. We had a really good time. I didn't really know who was in the cast. I was just kind of hanging out and doing a lot of laughing. And I find out later that I was sitting on a bench next to Buddy Ebsen's ex-wife. And I'm like, wait, really? That's cool. So things come up that way, and they just push you through. So I was going to take one of those movies, either Die Hard with Bruce. I would have been in there. I would have had a part, a regular part.
Yeah,
Because
I
they
like
knew
that.
I was able to audition. If I would have, I had to audition for Geffen, and the casting agent too. I had to audition, and I could kill. I crushed the audition. I crush auditions, right? If I got to cry, I cry. If I got to laugh, I'm laughing. Whatever has to be going down, I just instinctively knew what to do because I did pretty good at it. Hey, Nancy, Noonie Kelly. Hey, Ben and Vic. So that's how that started, and it just went from there. But more lately, this year and last year, you get a lot of welcome signs. There's a lot of amazing guys that like to have a good time, Vic, and they're making these great movies. They're so amazing. I'm telling you, the independent guys, just unreal. They're so talented, and everyone is so good at what they do. And so I had 3, 4 projects already off the ground this year, and I got like 12 or 15 more coming at me now. Yeah, by the end of the year, I got like 15 more projects. I don't know what to do with all of them. Only because I got to tell you, yeah, you're great, Vic. So we were doing Article 92 with Joe McGee.
Yeah.
In Connecticut, Waterbury. And there's a scene where, a couple of scenes we said, but we go in, we're on a rescue mission to rescue somebody from these bunch of mercenaries or whatever. So we're going in we're sneaking around the house with shotguns and weapons. And finally, a fight breaks out, there's a fighting scene and people choking each other and killing. So we finally get all that, the dust settles, and the scene ends up with another scene where I pull the guy we're supposed to be kind of saving, which is the brother of somebody. They took us there. We get him to the side, and everybody's safe, and the mercenary guys are laying on the floor, dead. And then the brother says to the other brother, says, "Who are these guys that rescued me? How do you know these guys?" Right? And it was a whole big scene. We were fighting and killing and shooting, but I pull those guys aside. The 3 of them, the 4 of them, were standing to safety in a certain part of the set. And he says, "Who are these guys?" And I said, "Well, I'm just a cook and a friend. I'm a poker player and a friend." Right. And right away, I thought that was funny because I just finished shooting somebody and choking someone out with a rifle. And I'm just a friend and a poker player. Like, how do I know how to do this stuff anyway? Right. How would a poker player know how to handle a rifle? So I thought that was comical. I said, "Well, I'm just a friend." And another guy said, "I'm a librarian." I thought that was hysterical. He didn't look anything like a librarian. He's got weapons all over him. Like, right. He could hit a bullseye 1,000 yards away, and he's a librarian. I thought that was funny. So we broke. I started breaking up laughing at the end of that scene. I was the only one. And then everybody else laughed. And with that, it was so funny because another guy said, "Well, I'm a cook or some shit." I don't forget what they said, but it was very, very funny because how could that be, right? And the scene was magical. The rest of the whole crew that was doing the cameras and the technician guy, everybody was like, "Yeah, that was all," like it fit the moment so perfect. The little bit of all laughing that we got, and the camaraderie right there. And I had lived a little bit. It was so great. We had a great time. So if you instinctively know what to do, if you're born to do something, if you're born to be a pilot, you're going to be a pilot. If you don't just wake up at 10 years old and kindergarten and say, "I'm going to be a pilot." If you're born to be something, you're going to, girls, guy, you're going to do it. That's where you're going. And I was sort of born to be in this business. So that's where I went and that's where I'm going. And lots of stuff going on. So that's kind of how I got into it at that school in Madison Avenue. I broke out with that Asian Italian guy. He's a very funny personality too. The Italian agent Victor. I was standing in front of him. We were laughing about something. I went to see him. I poked my head in the door. 15 times he would tell me nothing's going on. Get out of here. You know what I'm saying? Nothing going on today. I say, "Anything in the breakdown? Is there anything in the breakdown?" When I walk in, he goes, "Nothing. Get out of here." I'd say, "Well, I'd call him. I'd say, 'Well, I'm checking in.' Right? And he'd go, 'Good, check out.' And then he'd hang up on me. After like by the 12th, 20th, 19th time I got, he just said, 'I got to put Vinny through.' He's persistent. He keeps coming back. And let me tell you, if I would have been a diehard, that would have been crazy, right? But I was going away. I had this big trip to Europe planned. It was a 20-day trip. I said, I can't go on this movie now. I already paid for it, 20 days of Europe. Otherwise, I would have been hanging with Bruce right then and there at age 21, 23, or whatever the hell I was. And it would have went on from there. But I sort of stepped out of the business and I got back in. And that's a little bit about how and why and, my thought process about this whole bunch of bananas. Like, I was meant to do this. This is what I was born to do. So that's what I'm doing.
Right.
Went to the school. I do it right. I wasn't like a cop. I'm a policeman. Then I retire. And I think I want to do movies. I want to be, I want to do movies. I didn't do any of that. I went right to local theaters, right into acting school. The biggest one in New York, the American Academy, the Academy. Right. And that's, you go there. Or Juilliard, wherever you go. I went to the Academy. And I'm like, the hell with that. I'm going right to get. And yeah, lots of guys just try to come into the business because they don't know, they just want to do it. I don't know why, but they're
Right.
not really actors. They're not really actors, but they can pull it off though.
Right.
But there's a skill to being an actor, believe it or not. I've been finding this out. All these little movies I've been doing this year, or 3 or 4 of them, Vic. There's a damn skill to it,
Right. So
and
so how do you
I really enjoy digging into a character sometimes like that.
right, I was about to ask you, how do you prepare yourself for a character?
Um, I try to get the gist of the story, but I pretty much don't prepare myself. As long as I know my lines and
Right.
I know what the story is about, I feed off of what's happening with everybody else in the scene. What how you know, I listen for tone of voice, I look at body language, I get a feel for I get a vibe for the scene. You know,
Right.
we shoot them 5, 6 times. Sometimes you shoot a scene 6, 7 times. You know,
Right.
and you change it up a little bit as you keep shooting them. You change
Right.
it, things. I change things up a little. I don't really have to sweat preparing for it. I can come in cold and handle the lines. Just to I get a vibe and a feel of everybody else first, and then I adjust myself to all that. Sometimes I have to like come across a little more excited or a little less, a little more droll and
Yeah.
quiet and conservative. Sometimes I just gotta come up and start come up a little raise up
Yeah.
the energy, right? You
Hmm.
just know that instinctively. So I don't really have to prepare for that. I just feed off what's in front of me, and I make sure it's going to be damn interesting one way or another. It's going to be interesting, you
Right.
know.
Right.
Yeah,
So
yeah. If somebody's too loud, then I'll come in and whisper. If everyone's whispering, I'll be like, "What's up?" If they're whispering, I'll come in a little loud, but not necessarily every time like that. You just got to make sure that the scene is that people are laughing when we're not actually filming, when the camera isn't rolling. Everybody has to be loose.
right.
Everybody has to be loose. Really, and the whole time you have to be loose because I've been on sets where just people are so tense. They're constantly looking at their lines,
Yeah.
constantly looking at their lines, and they're so worried about are they going to be said right. And so, like I said, there's a skill to this. You get, I get pick up my lines. I don't have any issue remembering them. And you just go and you just start laughing. And as soon as someone says action, you stop laughing and you go right into what you got to do. It comes
Right.
natural for me, which I'm lucky that way.
That's great. That's
I'm not
great.
saying I'm great at this game, but I handle it really well. I don't care. I do good.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
I have a
because
lot of fun with that.
you're right. Not everybody can do what um, can do what we do as actors. And
Mm,
some of us are just made for this. And some come in and got to study harder and have
mm.
problems remembering lines. And
Mm-hmm.
like you said, they sit there when it's break time and they going over their script
It's too
because
late by
they
then anyway. It's too late by then anyway.
yeah,
You know?
yeah,
Yeah. And it's not now. You as you know, because you're a phenomenal. You're ace man in the hole. They don't give you like I used to do monologues. I used to have to remember monologues, 2 minute monologues, minute monologues, 2 minute monologues, two and a
yeah.
half minute, 3 minute monologues,
Wow,
and
that's
I
hard.
always did them. I never. I might skip over a word or two or forget a little sentence in a 3 minute monologue, but
Yeah.
it comes out so good. Nobody knows that you skipped a sentence or changed a
Right.
word. Yeah, as long as you get that out and naturally, believe me. I mean, I could be walking on, yo, what's up, yo, yo, here's coffee. Take a look at Lake over here, Otherwise, you just go in. It's pretty goofy. The whole thing is goofy to me, so I'm usually laughing all the time. I'm not
Right.
serious about anything. And
Right.
you're right, though. There's a skill to it, and by then, it's to be looking at your lines in between takes. It's too late by then. They're so nervous. A lot of people.
Right.
You gotta
Right.
go in cool, calm, and collected. Just know your lines and rock it. You gotta own it, rock it. That's why you're
Right.
there, so you can rock the house. That's why you're there.
Right. 100%. a hundred
People
percent.
need that on the set, and they need
Right.
people laughing a lot on the set because a lot of people get too tense.
Right. So
The crew
you
tense.
being an actor, being in this industry, um, who are some of the actors that you will love to play with?
Really?
Yeah, like who would be that guy that you'd be like, man,
I'd play with. I would play with Al. I would say if Al Pacino could be on the set. I'd
Al
mess with his
Pacino,
head.
Al
I would mess
Pacino.
with Al. I would mess with his head. Yeah,
I like Al. You know,
I would mess
speaking
with
of,
his head.
speaking of Al, our condolences to him. We just lost Catherine Pacino, very good
I
friend of
know.
mine.
Oh
She's
my
a
God.
very good friend of mine, and
Oh, what
that,
a
that was a
shame. I
very big
know. She was a
impact in
friend of
my
yours?
life.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't never met her, but I know we
Yes,
started to
yes,
really talk. We started, her and I started to communicate a lot this year. and it was so unexpected and terrible.
Yeah, it was
Terrible.
unexpected to me. I got a phone call from
Mm.
one of her best friends, and she relayed the message to me, and it just broke me down for a while. I was out of
God, I
social media for
know,
a
I
couple of weeks
know,
and
I
stuff.
know. We couldn't believe it at first. Couldn't believe it. Like,
Yeah,
no, it's a joke. What is this?
yeah, yeah. And
And then we found out it wasn't like a joke.
but
So
those are things that
yeah,
happen, and you. That's why I say, we have to enjoy life and do what we can while we're still alive, and move forward. Don't look back because
yeah.
we
Don't Look
never
Back.
know.
That was either Boston. Don't Look Back, or the other band. Don't Look Back.
Uh,
Don't Look Back. It was one of them.
don't
It
look
was
back.
Boston, wasn't it? Was
Could have
Steve
been
Miller? Something was Boston.
something like that. Yeah.
So I remember working on Chuck Norris's sets, like at the Waldorf Astoria in Manhattan. We filmed some scenes at the Waldorf Astoria, and I was always the guy to get called in to break up a fight. Like we had a wedding scene on the ballroom floor at the Waldorf Astoria, right in Queens, Manhattan, right? And Italian wedding, a fight breaks out, a scuffle, right, whatever they call. And my job was to go in and break up the
Right.
fight.
Yeah.
Right.
Get Vinny. Get
I
Vinny.
gotta break the shit up. Like, cool, we're fine. So and then we shot in the city. We shot Jersey. We shot all around town from Jersey to Manhattan. We were going to sets at 4 a.m. It's like,
Yeah.
you don't just shoot in a place. Something we shot on Amsterdam Avenue on the west side in a bar. Then we went
Yeah.
over to Jersey, shot in Jersey at a burnt out warehouse. But and then you come back, you shoot somewhere else, all on the same day. But and then I worked on two of his projects with his Chuck Norris's production team. Another one, for example, we're in a parking garage, and I don't forget we were in a parking garage. We got there about 6 a.m. I think, Vic, because we had finished the 4 a.m. shoot in Manhattan, so we went to Jersey to finish. And when they got there, everybody was telling us that in the basement of the sub basement level, Steve Miller was actually practicing that morning down in that building. We were shooting it up on a higher level,
Oh
upper
wow.
floors. Yeah, Steve Miller was there practicing it with band. But it's a scene in a parking garage where a bunch of thugs come out from behind some trucks, the parking garage cars, and they come around the front into view, and they got like pipes and chains, thug-looking, riff-raff-looking guys. And in comes the Korean, up and rising Korean star with his briefcase and his trench coat. Ultimately they were going to get him, attack him, or try to get Holt ransom, whatever they were doing, right? But I step in. There's Mercedes Nunes. Look at them with the kiss.
That's
She's hi, bro.
that's actually my sister.
Oh my god, that's cute as hell. Maybe she come back. So anyway, I had to like get these guys away from with the chain. I had to break that up,
Right.
and I remember specifically, it was an amazing scene we shot over there. They had a lot of talent. The director, the producer, they asked me to stand off in the shadows. They wanted to stand over here in the shadows. You're going to come in from the scene from lean against this big pole, stand here, and when we call you, you come into the scene, you break up the fight. A couple of guys with the pipes, you break that. But then they also had a scene where they actually made like an 8-year-old girl scream,
Oh
and
wow.
and they did that a few times. That take, they took it like 8 takes to get this girl to scream.
Wow.
These are things you remember in your career, little things that stand out. Because when you, it's something you don't see often, an 8-year-old screaming.
Yeah. Yeah.
You see a lot of sitcoms, but people always laughing on a sitcom, which is talking dialogue. But they really go to town. When you're doing a film, it's a different world than TV. It's a
Right.
much different. I think it's a different world. Because I
Yeah.
haven't done any TV yet, but there's some series coming my way that I might be able to work with, right?
Right.
And we'll handle that like butter, but it'll be a different type of thing. It'll be in a closed set, a series, rather than shooting out in the field somewhere
Yeah. Yeah.
or in a building. It's different, right? A closed
Yeah.
set is
Yeah.
man set. It's a little different atmosphere, but we blow it away. It doesn't matter what it
Yeah.
is. What
I'm booked for a series. This is my first series ever.
you did?
Uh, yeah, it's called Pagan. It's called the Pagan series.
Oh wow!
With Denise Pons and Sarah Lynn are the writers to this amazing TV series. And
Nice, good
they
guess.
created a character for me, which is amazing.
That's what they
Uh,
do. Yeah, they know you can handle it. They know you. They love you. They like you. I had that go my way a few times. They're creating characters for me, and I'm like, okay, let's go. Let me do it. We'll take care of it. Let's do it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's
Which is awesome.
congratulations. That's great for you.
Thank you, because the character I play is actually me, which is
Yeah, it was better than that.
it was better than that, you know. So it's just me
Love is
being
that.
me being
Awesome,
me.
Victor. She
Yeah,
says.
yeah, me being me. So you know, I'm playing myself, so I see I see an easy way to this. You know, all I have
Yeah.
to do is memorize my lines,
I tell
and
you what, I mean, if they want you to play a slurry drunk guy, you'll be yourself being a slurry drunk guy. If they want you to play like a little more of a tough guy,
yeah,
straight face, no smiling, just keep it, intense, that you'll do that. If they want you to be a little more happy-go-lucky, or have a little, the directors always tell you a little bit of how they want you to
yeah,
say and do
yeah.
things, and you just have a good feeling of what you got to do with it, and you run with it, right? Easy,
Right, right, right. You know, it's amazing,
very easy.
Ben. You know,
Yeah.
to 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 play a character
Uh-huh.
and
I'm
bring it
listening.
and bring that character to life. You know,
Sure.
and then while you're doing it, it's you don't really recognize or realize the character till you sit back and you watch it
Sort of.
in film. You'll be like, oh wow,
Right, you say, "I know how to do that? I know how to make a character out of nothing?"
yeah,
It's true. If you're a natural at it, you blow yourself away. You blow your mind, right?
right,
I look
right,
back at something I did at Sleepers with which the Copper premiere is like in a month or something. Sleepers was with Mike Fox,
Michael
his
Fox.
family, him, Mike
Wow,
Fox. We did Sleepers, and he caught me in a really beautiful interrogation scene. I had the sport jacket on. I was interrogating a criminal guy, and I
yeah,
went right at him, and everybody props to everybody. Everybody did a bang up job on this movie, and
awesome.
especially the scenes I was in. And we got him off without a hitch. And then we had this guy Thomas Aquino. He was great. He was the criminal guy in the orange jumpsuit, Vic. And we had passing files along. And I was interrogating this guy and getting in his face. Typical L.A. law style.
Yeah, I can see
Yeah,
you playing. I can see you playing a detective. I can
again,
see. Yeah,
right?
I can see you playing that. Definitely,
Yeah,
definitely see you playing a detective.
it's
Wow, yeah,
possible, right? Yeah, for
or
sure.
even like
Okay.
a chief. You know,
Oh shit! Oh, chief, right? Chief. Okay,
a chief.
maybe
Yeah,
I could be serious
with the
because
white
right, because
suit. With the
yeah.
white suit and a hat. Yeah, I can see
I'm
that.
telling you.
A
And yeah,
captain.
yeah. I tell you what, Mike's going to be doing Mia's Bridge, another package he's got going on Mia's Bridge. He said, Vinny, you could be a cop in Mia's Bridge.
Yeah, I can see you
And
playing a
I
cop.
think Friday the 13th, Vic shoots in a few weeks with Anthony Simiano. And Mandy. They're a funny couple. They are great. We got this guy, if I get his name right, Ramos Guillermo. Yeah, he played in Skate to Hell with us with Sean Phillips and Nicole Vega.
Vegas. Yeah, those are
Oh,
two of my
she's
good friends.
awesome. They are
Yes,
so awesome. Oh my God, the time we have, right, Vic? It was so lovely.
yes, yes.
So anyway, so Mia's Bridge, I played a cop in that, but
Yeah,
whatever.
I was supposed to be there in that film. I just couldn't make it. I had things to
Oh,
do
for
here in
Skate to
Boston.
Hell?
Yes, I was
Oh,
supposed to be in a scene there with Todd Bridges and
well, Todd was there.
yeah, Todd was
And even
there.
Eric, I was so
Yeah,
surprised when I got there. I said, "Is Eric here at all? Is Eric? Is he around?" And they said, "Yeah." I was like, "Oh, good. Eric's here too. Fucking hey."
but it's
It was what a
it,
blessing to see Eric and Todd. It was ridiculous. What a blessing. Absolutely.
Eric Roberts was there again.
He was ridiculous. He did nothing but hang on me the whole time. He was hanging all over me. He really was. He was hanging
I,
all over me. He was laughing. He couldn't sit. He was making jokes the whole. He found me in the corner of the room. I was trying to hide on the set, off to the side,
yeah.
and we were right there. And he wouldn't. He was making all kinds of funny noises the whole time. He was making funny noises and laughing. It was a trip, man. It was so funny. It's
Yeah,
crazy. And I was pretty stupid myself. I was laughing because ultimately you got to have a good time on the sets. That's why you're there to have a good time. He didn't stop for 1 minute. He kept going.
yeah, yeah.
But yeah, we would love to have seen you. I heard, Vic. I heard while we were on the set that somebody didn't show, and that might have been you. It might even. Matter of fact, they were asking for Vic. There was a point in time where I think I took your scene, and they were calling out for Vic. Vic, where are you? Vic, we're shooting scenes. And I heard Vic because I was hanging out with what's his name, with right? And Todd was on the other side of the room, the other side of the set, right?
Right.
And I didn't react. I didn't say, I'm Vic. What are we shooting my scene now? Uh, so I didn't react. So they pretended, they were like, well, where were you, Vin? I said, I was right here. I didn't go anywhere. I was right in the middle of the action, but I didn't know I was supposed to answer to Vic if you were calling. I'm Vinny. I'm Vincent. I'm Vin. So I lost the scene. They said, all right, Vinny, you're going to be a bum now in a homeless shelter. Okay, bring it on. I'm
Right.
here. I'll take whatever we do. We'll make it happen. So I was a bum in a homeless shelter, and I made that work. I had a gas with that,
Yeah.
And so yeah, they said that somebody didn't show, and we would have loved to have seen you there. Would have been a
Yeah.
real
That yeah.
honor and a pleasure to see you there too. Forget about it.
Yeah. So,
Forget about
I
it.
couldn't make it. I had some things, some important things came up and I couldn't make it. But,
Of course, of
I
course.
did make Desert Fiends. I was on Desert Fiends with
Oh, were you?
yeah, I played in Desert Fiends.
Wow.
And just like what happened to you, the guy didn't show up. I was just there to film, and they gave me the part, and I did
Well,
what I did.
didn't you have your own part going in? Because I had your part going in.
Yes,
I was going to
going.
be doing your part.
Yes, and Skate to Hell. I did have a part. Yeah, I
Yeah,
did. I did
maybe
have.
that's what I was going to do. But I wound up not hearing my stay. They were calling Vic. They were still calling you, not me.
Yeah,
So they
right,
just ran the scene without me. And I did some other scenes, and we had a great time. Didn't make a difference what we were doing or who we were
right.
doing it with. Yeah, having a great time.
Yeah.
And then, so where did you film Desert, whatever?
Desert Fiends. We shot that in Las Vegas, in
Oh, you
Vegas.
still over there? Okay, Vegas as well.
Yeah, we shot that in
You know they're
Vegas.
doing we're doing the motel. The motel.
A Clown
Yes.
Motel 3. Yes, I seen that.
Yes.
Who is directing that?
Uh,
Do you
oh,
know?
yeah, I do. Patrick Kelly,
Patrick Kelly? Yeah,
Patrick.
I don't know
And
who. I
then
don't know
there's
who.
another. Oh, Chris. There's another guy who's pretty big. He's done a lot of horror movies. He's a really good. He's really
Greg
up there.
Wagner?
No, I have it in my phone, but
Oh, okay.
yeah, I can't off the top of my head. Chris something. He's done quite a bit of horror movies.
Oh,
So
okay,
he's
okay,
putting him behind it, and Kelly, I think Kelly, Pat
okay.
Kelly.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but I tell you what, Friday the 13th Blood Loss is like in 6 weeks.
Really?
You
It's funny you say Friday the 13th because
know?
James Strokes played Jason Void, and
Right.
he's actually playing in Pagans. He's playing the
All
lead
right.
role of Michael
Ah,
on the series, and I am
oh,
waiting to
nice.
meet him. He is an amazing guy.
Oh,
He's
please, that's great,
jacked.
right?
I mean, I thought I was a big guy, but he's jacked.
Is he jacked? I'm not jacked
Yeah,
at all. I mean, I got to jack myself a little. Like this coming year, I got to start getting jacked a little bit. I'm
but
far from
he's a
jacked.
great guy, Vin. Vin, he's a great
That's
guy.
funny. That's funny to tell you.
You
Yeah.
know, Vin. When I first saw you, I said, man, this guy looks like the
That's right.
what's the Cuban guy's name? What's his name?
I get that all the time.
You know
I
who I'm
look like
talking about, right?
I look like 10 different people all the time.
No, but you really look like him. He played in what's his name?
Oh, wait a minute. I
Hoodlum.
think I know where you go. Huh?
Hoodlum. He played a
Did he play
gangster.
in Casino? Did he play in
Uh,
Casino?
what was the name of that film?
Was he stuck in a room where there was stuff blowing out of a vent to put what's on his face? That,
And
love,
the one I'm thinking is
love something? Love, what's his name?
he played in a lot of films, but
Yeah, with
the
a
one I
lot of,
can just remember now, it's like a 19 like the 1800s, film where he played a gangster.
oh,
Bugsy Siegels was in there,
oh, one of these guys. Yeah, oh, yeah.
and he played a gangster with the Italian. He always play Italian, and he's Latin. So when I saw Vinny, I said, "Oh wow, Vinny look just like him."
I know. I could pull that look off pretty easy.
Yes, you can.
Break a leg while you're out there,
Right. So what? So you've you've done several films, Vin. What
Yeah.
film would you like? What else would you like to do? I mean, Have you done a Western movie? Would you like to do a Western
You know
movie?
who?
Like,
You know who? I know. I would. I know who's got a Western movie actually.
really?
Robert Johnson's got a really nice production. He's putting together very, very soon. Any day we should be shooting this movie, but you don't pester
Yeah.
people. They already tell you it's coming, so you just sit back and when it comes,
No way.
you check in once in a while. Hey, how you doing? But Robert Johnson has a really big movie. It's just I'm just gonna say it's a gangster kind of movie, a true story about the gangsters and what they were like in the '70s or whatever. And
Right, right.
he wrote me into that. He was on the phone with me for 2 hours. Said, "Vin, you're gonna be a character in this movie. I'm writing you in." I'm like,
That's
"Okay,
awesome.
all right, cool, do it."
That's cool.
So now he has a western also. He has a
Really.
western.
I just,
Yeah,
been, I said before, God
yeah,
said to me, I want to accomplish three things. I
yeah.
want to accomplish a Western movie. I want to accomplish a military film,
Wow,
and I want to accomplish
that's cool.
a mob film. Yeah, if I can get a role
Yeah.
in any of
So,
those three,
yeah,
then
military. They both start with the M, right? Mob, military, and what's the other one? What was the third one?
military, Western,
Mob.
and a mob
Western,
movie.
Western. Yeah, you'll get all that. You'll do all that. But maybe
Yeah,
into Western when that comes after this movie he's doing now, because his productions are going to be big. He doesn't hold back. I know he's that kind of guy. They're going to be big.
right.
Maybe we could get you under the wire on that in this Western.
That'll be fine. That'll be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be a
Um,
bartender. I'll be whatever I have to be.
it doesn't really matter, right? As long as you're hanging out having a
I'll
good
play the
time.
bad Mexican guy.
Bad Mexican guy. You could play like a pimp, not a pimp. What's that other word I'm looking
Yeah, I
for?
can play him too.
I really can't pull the pimp off. I don't think. I don't think I got the pimp off. You have to
Oh
put one of
boy.
those things on my head, make me look bald, give me like some kind of some stuff,
Just tip the hat
shiny shit in my
sideways.
ear. Put some stuff in my ears, some
Yeah,
shiny things.
yeah.
So sure, I think that's a good thing. That's a good look, a good outlook to do one of those, one of these, and one of those. You didn't say the P word, so then you're good. You don't want to do one of those. It's too
No,
soon.
no.
Oh, yeah, you
Just,
know where I'm going.
really,
A
military
philanthropist,
and
philanthropist kind of a movie. That's the P word, philanthropist.
yeah, entropist. Yeah,
Philanthropist. Is that a word?
entropist. When we have to look
Philanthropy. Am I saying that right?
at entropy.
Probably not.
You might be.
Yeah.
So
Am
the
I saying that right?
was you did another film. I just where
I
was
think
it?
you know what I got a psychological thriller horror with Jane Chua coming out of
Uh-huh.
her studio over there. Jane Chua, she's amazing. She's a ball of fire. She's on fire. And then Crystal Snow, Vic. Crystal Snow,
Oh, she's
so
amazing.
talented. Are you kidding? She
Crystal
is
Snow.
so focused and so talented and so good at what she does. She won an award. Her and the fella
Bev Moore.
no, the
Her
film.
Bev
Well,
Moore.
that's bad. But she worked with in some scenes with one of the guys that she like a co-star kind of,
Right.
and he was excellent. Sometimes all these names I can't remember everybody,
Right.
but there's like a season 2 of that, and there's like another season. Reese Peace is working on stuff, Victor, and
Oh yes,
he's
Reese
really
Peace.
phenomenal. He's phenomenal. He's
Yeah,
amazing. My hair is. If I could do this with my hair right now, like look what I could do to my hair right now. Can you see that?
yeah. Let it alone. You might get a scene where you might have to use braids.
Right.
Let's
I
braid
gotta
up
get
Benny. Braid him up. So yeah, Reese Peace. Yeah, Reese Peace is an awesome guy. He's coming on the show as well.
Oh, he is. I
He
love him.
yeah, he wrote a book.
Yeah, I
That
know
we're
about the
gonna.
book. Do you know about the story of the book?
Well, he told me a little bit of it when I
He
met him
told you,
out. And he.
and I bet you can't believe what he's telling you. It's amazing.
Oh my God,
I can't.
it's.
I'm not going to
I
say
can
it.
believe it. I can believe it because I know
You
there's
can believe it,
people
right?
out there that are capable to do things like that.
Pulling that off, yeah.
But I met him and Crystal out in you was there as well, but I didn't
I
get
might
to
have been
meet
there.
you.
I was there, I guess. Thanks to
And
Crystal. She says, "Come on down." I was like, "All right, I'm coming. I'll give you some support. Let's give it a support."
Yeah, yeah. That's I met Crystal there in L.A. at the Oscars.
The little
Um,
gala, the lovely gala we
yeah,
had.
yeah. I met her there. I met Rhonda there as
Very cool.
well.
Oh yeah,
Um,
lovely.
I met Reese Pease there. Cool in the Gang got Earl
Yeah, it was
Earl
wild.
Toon from Cool in the
Yeah.
Gang was there. I think I saw you there, but I didn't know who you were.
Oh yeah, you might have seen me. I think I saw you too. You had a hat on, I think.
No, that was
Ma- Glasses.
Galindo, Mike Galindo. That had
Oh
the
yeah,
black
Mike.
hat.
I missed Mike. Right, Mike had a hat.
Yeah,
We
Mike.
didn't. We missed each other. We seen each other. We missed each other though.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
said, "Vin, I wish I would have met you." I said, "Me too. If I would have known you were there,
yeah.
at the time."
It was a great time. It was a great event.
It was a lot of
So
fun.
many people. John
Yeah.
Ozuna was there.
Okay.
Uh,
I got to see the
great.
faces to know them. Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
a
Maybe by
martial art.
middle of next year. By middle of next year, I'll get to be more. I'll know
And,
some
and,
more of the names.
yeah, yeah,
It's important
yeah.
to know everybody. It's important to know everybody, be able to remember their names and respect.
Yeah, and and a
Oh,
lot of these people be in projects, and you get to meet them, they get to like you, and you get opportunities, and
well,
that's
everybody likes each other. Just phenomenal people. Everybody's laughing and everybody's having a great time, and the camaraderie is off through the roof. The camaraderie is through the roof.
yes,
It really is
100%.
incredible. There's nothing like it in the world.
Yeah, I
I'm trying
agree.
to look up the names. Yeah, I'm trying to look up the names of. You asked me before who's behind that movie. The other one. So while you're talking, Joseph Kelly. Joseph Kelly. Joseph
Okay,
Kelly. He's
Joseph Kelly.
another superstar. He's another all-star. Joe Kelly. And then there's another really big dude that's done a lot of horror movies. Really respected dude. I don't have his name in front of me. I'm trying to look while you're talking.
Right.
I'd like to give him a shout out if I remember his name. But I only started coming across these guys like this week and last week coming out of skate.
Right, right.
Yeah. And then so now I have the Lost Ship movie.
Yes, The Lost Ship. That's been out for a while. I've been hearing about that film for about a year now.
A year, 2 years. Well, what happened was he started the movie 2 years ago, and he started moving through it 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, a lot of hype, all the posts, and someone's Curry Entertainment's going yo yo. You see that
Yeah,
yo yo. Yeah.
yeah,
And then he was told by some people, investors, and some other people, look, you got to do a smaller movie before you tackle a movie that's going to be shot in 11 different countries, $50 million, shoot all over the world. You got to do something, a couple more small ones or middle-sized movies, because he did a lot of movies, the director, writer behind them, but they wanted him to do something else before he jumped into this big. So he put this after 5, 6, 7 months working on it. They convinced him not to do it, to do something else. So he developed something else he was going to do called Cyber Attack. Cyber Attack.
I heard
So
that.
you remember that? I would have been
Yeah.
involved with that. So that took another 5 or 6 months. Then he got a hold of me. He found me. We found him, and we just started talking and chatting. And I lit a fire under him. And he said, "Vin, you're my guy. I'm going back to the Lost Ship. Vin, you're the
Oh,
guy. I'm going back to the Lost Ship." So he sidelined the cyber thing, the computer movie,
yeah,
and he picked the ship up again. And this is such a big project. It's really taken so a year and a half was lost because of that shuffle in the middle of that
yeah.
time. Not very many people know the story of why that happened, of why
Right.
the movie disappeared for a while, then it came back, took so long, and it's
Yeah,
a huge, giant production. It's a
yeah,
masterpiece. It's going to take time to do it. So
yeah. I
maybe
know.
you
I
can
know. I know so many. I know so many
I'll
people
get you in that.
that were in that project.
And they still are. I think
Yeah.
we could, if you wanted to be in it, you could let me know, and I'll get to Axar
Sure.
and let them know. But supposedly it's going to start shooting. There might be a schedule. They got to get people have to get visas,
Yeah.
to be able to shoot in certain areas, and then because he's shooting in different countries, uh, um, it's complicated a little, I guess. He actually hopefully he'll have some funding around the end of June, early July.
Okay.
There's something going on in India where banks can't transact a lot of money or something, I'm told.
Yeah.
Some kind of voting thing of government, internal government thing. I don't know, right? And I don't,
Yeah.
whatever. So when that's done in June-ish, late June, then he'll have funds. Supposedly he's going to be getting funds and start shooting pre-production in April, May. Stephen Chang is involved, which is wild. Stephen Chang is awesome, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Stephen
yeah,
Chang. Rambo. We did Rambo First Blood
yeah.
with Sly
Oh
and
yeah,
some other stuff. We did all kinds of things, all kinds of funny movies, regular movies, and plus he's Mr. Karate himself. There's
yeah,
Nancy Newman.
yeah.
Yeah, a second. He said he was second to Bruce Lee, but you know what's funny about Stephen Chang? I bring him up. He knows everybody, and
Right.
everybody knows him. Everybody knows him. I don't know. He's almost this close to saying I want to visit the Pope, and they would let him do it. Because he's been around a very long time. He could get in to see the Pope. He could get in.
Right, right,
He,
right.
he worked with Sylvester already, heavy duty with Rambo, and he's done
Right.
other movies, and he's from all his life, and he's kind of cool, and they would let him in. So I might scenes should start shooting. Very feasible to June, July, like July, August, September, October, and then our shoots are shooting in L.A. So I'll be in L.A. If you're involved, you come to L.A.
Okay,
Shoot
okay.
scenes in L.A.
Sure. I mean, as long give me a heads up, some time to
Yeah,
get this
we'll get to
together,
Axar and poke him
we can
and
make it
whatever.
happen.
Yeah,
Sure. So,
yeah,
I got another show here, 7, Vinny.
that's great.
Is there
Really, awesome.
any shout outs did you want to give out before we log out?
Well, let's see. I got everybody in there: Sean Phillips, Patrick Kelly,
Nicole
Joseph Kelly.
Vegas.
We got who else am I forgetting? After we cut our thing here, I'll remember.
It happens all the time.
Yeah, just me and you will do the show.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah, but it's a pleasure to be here, chatting
Thank
up,
you,
laughing
Vin.
up here.
Thank you
So,
for
what's
your
your next
time.
move, buddy? Yeah. Oh,
My next move or your next move?
yeah, yours. Well, yours. I don't know. I have too
Well,
many this week.
for me, as far as filming, I'm waiting for September. They'll be shooting the first 3 seasons of Pagan. I come
Oh,
in on the
wow.
4th and 5th season. I mean, episode,
Yeah.
and I got another project hopefully with Kevin Duffy.
Oh,
In
yeah. Okay, thanks,
yeah,
Kevin.
Farmhouse Murders. Hopefully,
Oh, the Farmers Murders? Okay,
yeah,
cool.
yeah. So
Nice.
hopefully
Oh,
I
wait,
get.
wait a minute. Was it something going down in the Florida Everglades? Which movie is that? With one of the guys.
I don't
Yeah. Something
remember.
Francis? Mark Francis.
Probably. I
Yeah.
don't
So,
know.
I mean, Killer Pizza's going to be around with Anthony. They want to get me. They just want to put me in that. I don't. It sounds silly. I don't know what it is. Killer Pizza. It sounds a little silly, but
Well,
if they will need me in there, I'll jump in right away, and we'll have a lot of fun with that. That's that January. I don't know. There's a lot going on. It's almost too much. But congratulations to you, and these series is awesome, Vic.
and you as well. I can't wait
Oh,
to
man.
actually meet you in person. Maybe one day we'll meet on set.
We
and
should right away.
Yeah. Okay.
We should get
Yeah,
down on it.
we should.
I'll just call them up, tell them we're coming. Well, yeah, but you guys weren't even written into this. No, that's okay. We're coming though.
Yeah.
We'll get our lines on the set. Just tell us what you want us to say. We'll handle that.
Whatever.
You really,
Okay.
you really can't do that. That would be like Set Crashes. That would be the name of the movie, Set Crashes.
Congratulations. Right. So, Vinny, I want to thank you. You've been awesome.
You're incredible, man. Thank you.
And so are you. And I'll talk to you soon.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely will.
Okay.
We'll trade each other's projects. We get going.
Okay, cool. I'll talk to you later. Have a good night.
Wonderful. We'll chat after, baby. Bye.
All right. Bye. Bye. That was Vin Muoio. Guys, thanks for watching. I have another show in about 10 minutes with Tyrell Vernon Coleman. He is an actor, director, producer, writer, singer. This guy does it all. He'll be on the show in about 10 minutes. I'm going to set up and start the show and bring in Mr. Tyrell. So tune in for that as well. Thank you guys for tuning in and giving my brother Vin some love and give him the show some love. Appreciate you guys, and I'll see you guys in a few minutes, okay? Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in about 15 minutes. Peace, love, respect. I'm out of here.
Never stop, I'll get it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top.
Yo, no, I ain't the type to give up. If I do something, man, I do it till I get what I want. I turn a business out of nothing into something I love. I got a poker face, but honestly, I'm not one to bluff. I flip a switch, never miss, man, I always stay up. Don't let them see you, bitch, always have a plan to stay tough. This life ahead of you ain't easy, it was built to be rough. But that's what makes a personality, is tragedy, bruh. So keep your head on your shoulders. Now we ain't out here moving rocks, we out here moving boulders. Now we ain't getting posterized, we out here making posters. And we ain't got nothing to hide, we move forward like soldiers. You better wake up for the pay stub, or you'll pay up. Don't make love to the game, bruh, fuck the game up. Change up, rearrange stuff to your greatness. Same us for the way up, play the game, bruh.
Never stop, don't get it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top, yeah.